Hello everyone and welcome to the online lecture series by Shet Vidya Mandir English High School and Junior College of Science and Commerce. Myself Jayesh Rajgor and today we are going to study 12th Standard Economics New Syllabus Chapter number 3A Demand Analysis. My dear students, in the previous video lectures we studied about demand analysis, what exactly demand means, what are the types of demand, what are the determinants of demand, and how exactly the law of demand works. In ordinary language, demand means a desire. Desire means an urge to have something. But in economics, demand means a desire which is backed by willingness and ability to pay. For example, if a person has the desire to purchase a television set but does not have the adequate purchasing power, then it will be simply a desire and not a demand. So, my dear students, it was very clear that demand is equal to desire plus willingness to purchase plus ability to pay. In the previous video lecture, we also studied the law of demand, which stated that other things being equal, higher the price of commodity, smaller is the quantity demanded, and lower the price of the commodity, larger is the quantity demanded. My dear students, the law of demand was introduced by Professor Alfred Marshall in his book Principles of Economics, which was published in 1890. The law explains the functional relationship between price and quantity demanded. In simple words, we can understand these few important terms from the statement. Higher the price, smaller demand. Lower the price, larger the demand. And thus, in simple words, we can say that other factors remaining constant, if the price of a commodity rises, demand for it falls, and when price of a commodity falls, demand for the commodity rises. Thus, there is an inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded, which was also symbolically termed as dx is equal to f of px. That is, demand is the function of price of the commodity. But every time it doesn't become true. And thus, here are some exceptions of law of demand. Yes, my dear students, in the previous video lecture, we also saw the assumptions of law of demand. We understood how there are various unrealistic assumptions made by Alfred Marshall, which state that a person should have a constant level of income, there should be no change in size of population, price of substitute goods should remain constant, prices of complementary goods should remain constant, there should be no expectation about future prices, there should be no change in taste habits, preferences, or fashion, and similarly, there should be no change in taxation policy. All these assumptions might not be true in every case. And thus, today we are going to study and understand the exceptions of law of demand. Exceptions are the odd man outs in which the law doesn't become true or is not experienced. Here are some exceptions of law of demand. Habitual goods, ignorance, Giffen's paradox, prestige goods, price illusion, speculations. So here are the 6 points. Let us have a look at them in detail. Habitual goods. Due to habit of consumption, certain goods like tea is purchased in required quantities even at higher price. So my dear students, here the law fails. The statement of the law says higher the price of the commodity, smaller is the quantity demanded. But in the case of habitual goods, this is not true. Due to the habit of consumption, certain goods are always and always demanded even at higher prices. Similarly, ignorance is also one of the exceptions of law of demand. Sometimes, due to ignorance, people buy more of a commodity at high price. This may happen when consumer is ignorant about the price of that commodity at other places. If a consumer is not aware about prices, if a consumer is not knowing about the market conditions or has no knowledge about the market, he tends to buy even at higher prices. So, once again, the statement of the law which says higher the price, smaller the demand fails again. Similarly, my dear students, here is yet another exceptions of law of demand. Giffin's paradox, or we can say Giffen goods. Inferior goods or low quality goods are those goods whose demand does not rise even if their price falls. Yes, my dear students. At times, demand decreases when the price of such commodities fall. I would like to say that Giffin's paradox is a particular point from this answer which is very, very important, as this has been asked in your board exams several number of times. Sir Robert Giffen observed this behavior in England in relation to bread. Here, he noted that when the price of bread declined, people did not buy more because of an increase in their real income or purchasing power. They preferred to buy superior goods like meat. This is known as Giffin's paradox. Yes, my dear students. In case of inferior goods or poor quality goods, people tend to buy other products which have good quality rather than just having a look at the price. So, this becomes one of the most important exceptions of law of demand. Moving further, the next important exception is prestige goods. Expensive goods like diamond, gold, etc. are status symbol. So, rich people buy more of it even when their prices are high. So, once again, my dear students, here the statement of the law which says higher the price, smaller the demand fails again, as in case of such expensive goods, more the price, more the demand for it, as they become status symbol for certain people. Moving further, the next exception is price illusion. Yes, my dear students, consumers have certain illusions in their mind that high priced goods are of better quality. Sometimes people just go for branded products as they feel that branded products are expensive and thus their quality will be good. Therefore, the demand for such goods tend to increase with a rise in their price, which once again violates the statement of the law, as the statement of the law clearly suggests higher the price of the commodity, smaller is the quantity demanded. For example, branded products which are expensive are demanded even at a higher price. So here we understand one another exception of law of demand. The last one here is speculation. The law of demand does not hold true when people expect prices to rise still further. Speculation is nothing but expectations. And as I said, expectations hurt. In this case, although the prices have risen today, consumers will demand more in anticipation of further rise in price. For example, prices of oil, sugar, etc. tend to rise before Diwali as it is a festival season. So, people go on purchasing more at a high price as they anticipate that prices may rise during Diwali. So, in this way, my dear students, we have studied all the 6 exceptions of law of demand, namely habitual goods, ignorance, Giffin's paradox, prestige goods, price illusion, and speculation. In the next video, we will come up with yet another interesting answer from this chapter. Till then, stay safe, stay connected. Thank you very much.